Hello, Nienke here from ninks.com. I have an exciting Christmas project for you guys, a kit again. If you are like me, then you have left your Christmas card crafting down to the last minute again. So I thought I'll bring you a real quick kit where you can make 9 cards, quick and easy. I've already done all the hard work for you, the cutting, the die cutting, the scoring. All you need to do is the fun stuff. So it's the stamping, it's putting everything together, sticking it together, writing your sentiment, and you're done. 9 cards completed. And don't you just love these colors? Okay, so I'm going to run through the kit real quick and then we can start with our first card for the day. I'm super excited about this kit. So if you want the cardstock only, what you see here, it will be a quarter pack of the designer series paper. This is the A side. I'll show you the B side just now. And then three enough supplies to make 3 of each of these cards. You will also, I also have done all the die cutting already and the embossing for you, so you don't need that. The cardstock kit only is $24.95. If you don't have any of the stamp set and you would like the all-inclusive kit, what I used on top of the cardstock is the wonderful gems. You'll get, in the all-inclusive kit, you'll get a full pack of this, not one that's been used. This is just my demo one. So a full pack of that. I used the Misty Moonlight. The color in the color cardstock is Night of Navy. I like the Misty Moonlight. It's the one I had. It's the one I used here. And it coordinates pretty well. If you order the kit and you want the Night of Navy ink, you can just let me know and I will substitute that for you. But standard, it will come with the Misty Moonlight. And then the Stampin' Blends. This is the Old Olive. And, oh no, Mossy Meadow. It's a Mossy Meadow. And then this is the stamp set I used. So it is the Ornamental Envelopes. Ornamental Envelopes. It comes with dies. That's really nice to use. So it cuts out these pieces. I already cut these pieces out for you. So yeah, you don't need that. But this is the stamp set. The stamp set doesn't come with any sentiments. So I use the 4 onto Us, which is this one. You can use whatever sentiments you want. If you have a stamp set with sentiments, you can use that. So this kit, as you see it here, will be $66.45. Okay, so if you order that, it will be on their website, hopefully quick. I haven't done it yet, but by the time the video goes live, I hope I have it done. If you want to add this one is $21. So it's not included in the kit, but you can add it if you want it. I love this one. Or you can use whatever you have. Okay, so I think that's about it. Oh, one other thing. If you want to just buy your own supplies and get the cardstock only, you can use a host code for December and I will send you the cardstock, which will be the cardstock to make the nine cards. So it won't have the designer series paper in. So for an order of $50 before tax and shipping, anything on my store using the host code that will be on the website, I will also have it somewhere. You can use that and you will get this for free. You have to use the host code so that I know what I need to send you. Okay, so that is that. I think that's everything. Oh, with the all-inclusive kit, I will also give you a pack of Stampin' Dimensionals for free, okay, if you order the all-inclusive kit. Okay, let me quickly show you the designer series paper. So if you order the cardstock kit, the all-inclusive kit, you will get this. This is the A side, and this is the B side. Pretty. Okay. So in your kit, you'll have all your pieces as well as your envelopes. Already done. Let me just move this out of the way. The dimensions will be in a free downloadable PDF on my website. If you want to double check it there, I can run through some of it now. We have our card base of Night of Navy, and that is just a half a sheet. It's 8.5 by 5.5, 8.5 and then cut at 5.5 and then scored at 4.25. on the 8.5-inch side. We have a piece of Very Vanilla for the front, and that is 3 3/4 by 5. Just double check me on the sheet. Oh, this is a new piece of a new bottle of glue, and I'm shaking it because I'm so used to the old one, and it just almost splattered everywhere. So you can just center that piece in the middle of your card front. And now we're going to add our pieces of designer series paper. So in your kit you will get this piece. I think it's 3.5 by 1 3/8. You'll have this piece. Oh, and I forget if I mentioned the this is the Brightly Gleaming Speciality Designer Series paper from the holiday catalog, the August to December mini catalog. And then we have the piece of Night of Navy that is already embossed. If you're just following along and want to know, that is the wrapped in texture embossing folder. Okay, so if you want to do that on your own and you don't have the kit. Now I like to start with the bottom one because that will make it easier to judge if you are all lined up and straight. So I'm going to start with this one, and I'm going to just get the corners, the bottom and the sides even, so that this space and this space is the same size as that space. So almost, yeah, that looks good. There we go. So you want an even white border all the way around these 3 sides. Then we can go ahead and adhere the next one. Okay, same thing. You want the same size so that everything is, so this side, that side, and your, that's a piece of, there we go. You just want all of that to be the same. That, and then you can tack that down. The nice thing about the liquid glue is it gives you some time to rearrange, move around, slide around your piece of cardstock before you really stick it down. The snail, the Stamp and Seal Plus and this normal Stamp and Seal don't really give you a lot of time to get things straight. There we go. Okay, so that is the bottom part of the card done. Now we're going to do our stamping. So you will receive your little, your pieces. You can stamp them. You can just go ahead and stamp them, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to stamp and then die cut because it will just be easier, well, quicker. And I will show you a little trick too. This stamp is really big, so you need, this is also photopolymer, so it is very easy to see through it. It's very easy to stamp. This is one big stamp. Now if you have a big block, that's great. I don't have a big block yet. I need to order myself one pretty soon. I have 2 paper pumpkin blocks. So if you line them up close to each other and you stick this one, just line that up over the top, it will keep the 2 pieces together this way, and you can stamp it and it works perfectly. So the dies, let me just show you for those who have the cut and emboss machine. The die comes like this too. So you stamp and then you die cut, and then it cuts all the pieces in one go. I'm not going to show the die cutting. I did do a video, I will link it, about how the die cutting machine works. In the kit you will already have your pieces die cut and you can just stamp them. Put ink on your pad and then just stick your little to them and it'll be fine. So I'm going to grab my Misty Moonlight. As I said, the color in the brightly gleaming paper is Night of Navy. The Misty Moonlight just feels like one shade lighter. If you have a big stamp, it's easier to turn your ink pad upside down and ink it up this way. So you ink that up, you have your piece of scrap paper, or you just use your little cutouts already. Here we go. See, works great. And then I have my sentiment. I'm also just going to do that while I'm going to die cut anyway. This, with the rubber stamps, it's sometimes also easier to first stamp and then die cut. You know me, I like to die cut and then stamp. With the photopolymer, which is the see-through ones, I find that easier. With the rubber stamps, you're not always sure exactly, like it's millimeters, but where they stamp. So I prefer to first stamp and then die cut. So with the nice magic of video, I've die cut that piece for us. And where's our other little pieces? There we go. We found them somewhere. There we go. So that is all the little ornaments. And now we're just going to do our layering. Going to start with this Mossy Meadow piece. I die cut this using the, is it the hippo dies? Oh, I can just not remember anything. Probably because I'm tired. This one is the big, it's the second largest stitched shape dies. So if you don't have the kit, that's what you need. And this one is the second biggest again of the Hippo and Friends dies. I've been using these. These are just absolutely amazing for matting. I love them. So that is what I'm using here. I'm just going to use my liquid glue to adhere this flat because I'm going to pop up the ornaments. Just want that to be centered top to bottom. If you look at this little, it will fit, it will just fits, and that will help you get this perfectly straight. I stamped this first, and then I die cut it to have the sentiment to the top. You can also obviously stamp just to the top of the stitched area because I want to put my ornaments down here. I'm going to do some coloring on my ornaments using the Stamp and Blends. So your Stamp and Blends come in a 2-pack. So you use either, if you use the light one or you use the dark one, doesn't matter, they come in a 2-pack, which is very nice for when you want to do some shading. I'm going to use the dark one now, and I've got the mossy, what do I have? I have the old olive. So I'm going to use the old olive. The color in the kit is Mossy Meadow. Once again, it is so close that I don't feel it really matters which one you use. In the kit, I will put the Mossy Meadow. If you want the old olive, let me know. I can just substitute it. We're not going to do a lot of coloring. I'll see if I want to speed this up. That is all we're going to do with this one. This one, nothing. We'll see if we're even going to use it. There's so little space. This one, you can just do this. If you want to go and add some more coloring here and there, add some shading, you can always do that. This one, let's just do the top. You can do the light and then always just do like start adding from the sides a little bit if you want to do dimension, but I'm not going to do that now. Let's color this. It doesn't matter if you really go over the lines with the ink, will cover that anyway, so it doesn't need to be perfect. It doesn't take a lot of time. And the little one felt so plain with no color, so I decided it's getting some color. Let's put this on first. If you want to pop this up, you could. I'm going to adhere it flat. I want to mail my cards, and you need to be careful not to have your cards too thick. You already have layers and layers here. If you think you have your base, you have your inserts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 layers of cardstock, and then we want to pop those up. If you pop this up and you pop that one up, obviously it will look very nice because it will give the card extra dimension. But then you also need to be careful about how thick it is so that it will go through the rollers at the post office. So I'm going to put that down. You can pop it up if you want. And now I'm just going to, where do I want to start? Let's start with this one. Let's start with this one, and I'm going to just add a couple of dimensionals here. 1, 2, 3. Let's do the dimensionals while let's just do them one by one. I don't want to put a dimensional somewhere where it's going to get stuck because I want to overlay them. So we're just going to slide this in. I wanted to like follow the curve of that, like so. There we go. And now let's put a little one over here. This standard dimensional is perfect for these little ones. It fills the whole thing. One on top of that one. You can put a little bit of glue on this if you feel that it might raise up a bit. Use the little one. I think that's enough. You can put your arrangement any way you want. So you can have all of them, make it your own, arrange it the way you want. There we go. I like it. And then I'm going to use my wonderful gems that you will get in your kit. And I'm just going to take one of these nice gold ones. This one's got nice gold, and give the ornament a little bit of bling. Now you can add more if you want. I like it that. And maybe should we put 2 little ones here? Yeah. It can never have enough bling, right? Let's put 2 little ones here. Let's see. There. I'm using my take your pick tool. I think I finally got its name right. I love this thing. There we go. Now we can just do our inside. You know what I forgot is this one, my ink, and then I'm going to use from the same stamp set for Unto Us. We use this one for Unto Us, A Child is Born. This has that same type of font, and I'm going to use May Your Heart Be Lifted in Praise this Christmas for the wonderful gift of Jesus and the joy he brings to our lives. Isn't that just what we need? I'm going to ink this up, add it to the inside, and now I have a camera between me and the paper, so if it's uphill or downhill, it is what it is, but that's pretty good. Again, I love the rubber stamps because of the detail. Just cleaning, this is a really detailed little stamp. I love to clean my stamps because then I know, clean them immediately, because then I know there's no ink sticking on them for my next project that I maybe want to use a lighter color on. Inside, a tip when you are going to give this, when I write my little notes to my friends, I first write my note and then stick it in my card, because if I make a mistake or I do something wrong, you can always flip it around, do the other side, and then adhere it into your card. Where if you have your card already made and you make a little mistake, that is okay too. I just like to be a little bit, if you can be prepared, you're prepared, right? Use our liquid glue. Adhere it in the middle, centering top and bottom, left to right, and isn't that just perfect? It's so beautiful. I like this card. So that is the first card of our card kit done. I will give you a quick glimpse of the ones to come. This will be card number 2, and this will be card number 3. They're all in there. Let's do it like this. So if you want to order the kit, you can go to my website, ninks.com, and you can order it there, the paper stock, cardstock, or the all-inclusive kit. If you buy the all-inclusive kit, you get your Stampin' Dimensionals for free. And then using the host code, linked somewhere, you can, for any order of $50 or more before tax and shipping, you can get the cardstock for free. So that's that. Look out, subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss the videos coming for these two. Bye bye.